You may have experienced an unexplained stirring deep within your heart, a voice that is soft but persistent, calling your name and encouraging you to believe that you are treasured beyond measure. I ask you this, not to overwhelm you, but to awaken the core of your soul. Have you ever felt this? I see you, my dearly loved child, just where you are bearing loads, struggling with uncertainties, and longing for a hope that can sustain you through every storm. I speak to you now to remind you of this. I see you carrying burdens. I am wrestling with uncertainties. That you are never alone because I am by your side every second of the day and every whisper of the night. My arms are always open to welcome you, to embrace you, and to assure you of the kindness that pours continuously from my heart. I have seen your tears that were shed in the middle of the night. Your arms are always open to receive you, to hold you there. Silent darkness, when you thought no one observed, and I have seen the spark of purpose in your eyes when you awaken each morning. You need to know that my love for you is not the sort that is ephemeral, nor is it conditional upon your success or perfection. Rather, it is steadfast and unwavering. Unbreakable each and every day, I take great pleasure in expressing to you how much I care for you each and every time you take a breath, to remind you that my commitment to you is unfathomable and that I will never stop reminding you of it whenever your eyes open to the light of the sun. As the sun rises and you welcome a new day, let these words of love to reverberate inside your heart. Let them to dispel your uncertainties, reignite your hope, and send all darkness fleeing at that very instant. I ask you to walk bravely, to embrace life, and to embrace others who are different from you. Move forward on the route that I have laid out for you, and know that I am lighting your way with each step that you take. Every dawn is a chance for renewal, a chance to find joy, a chance to look forward with anticipation, and a chance to wear an attitude of unshakable faith in my power and presence. Yes, my child, arise. Each morning, with joy, with a fearless spirit, and with the assurance that victory is possible, carry your shield of faith. Hold my words as a guiding sword, and have faith that my miraculous power continues to be at work in and around you. There is no chain I cannot break, no weight of guilt I cannot remove, and no one I cannot help. The burden that I cannot lift from your shoulders, even the regrets that cling to your thoughts like heavy stones, will be dismantled by the mercy that I pour upon you. Look at me now. No earthly judge has dominion over your future, and no tongue that whispers betrayal will ever destroy the destiny that I have for you, those who are willing to listen to me. The flame of my justice burns fiercely, and I defend those who give their life to me. Many people may plot against you, possibly out of malice or jealously, but I am rising you up as a solid wall of protection. I will not allow you to be harmed or condemned by those who make allegations against you. When your adversaries attempt to provoke you, you should know that I am standing in front of you, and behind me are legions of heavenly beings. Your greatest defense against hostility is to stay rooted in peace, which will enable me to stand in the gap and fight on your behalf. Hosts, there is a power inside you that not only enables you to conquer challenges and tribulations without fear, but also enables you to defeat the serpents of deceit and the scorpions of anguish. For I have given you the authority to triumph over all of those things. Wants to make your life more difficult? All throughout the globe, there are voices that declare they recognize me, but they roam far from my heart. I do not seek elaborate sacrifices, nor do I crave for offerings that seem like meaningless gestures. My biggest goal is to be taken away from you. Is that you have faith in me that is genuine, regardless of how small that faith may seem to be. Even if your trust is as small as a seed, plant it in the soil of your heart and watch it grow into something magnificent. In the same way that a tiny seed can grow into a towering tree, so will my faith grow into something magnificent. As you listen to the spiritual wind, and experience the reverberation of the trumpets indicating that my return is close, you will find that benefits multiply and overwhelm you. If you dare to trust in my promises, this is a unique season for you, and you are entering a key chapter in your life. To me, it is easier than you would imagine. I do not call you to an impossible goal. I do not call you to an impossible task. Give me your heart, particularly on days when you feel exhausted or breathless, and there I will meet you once again. I will whisper my love into your heart, my spirit, and with inside my embrace you will find comfort and the certainty that I am the one who holds you fast. Breathe in this gift of peace, the pure love that provides serenity and peacefulness to your soul. Let my strength repair your wounds, lessen your loads. I am the one who holds you fast, and restore completeness to your mind and body. I give you tranquility that the world cannot mimic, a spring of rejuvenation for your emotions, a fortress of stability for your soul. Remain close to me and realize that genuine rest cannot be found in any location, but in the depths of my presence, yes. Let every breath pull you closer to the sweet aroma of my spirit. In these times of communion with me, allow time to fade away as I bestow more of my divine gifts into your. Always keep in mind that you are not required to drain your energy in pursuit of others who only give you conditional affection or treat you unkindly. You should stop trying to please those who fail to value you and accept my everlasting love. Heart, my love belongs to you. Never reject it. Be aware that my covenant with you is everlasting, unyielding, and steady, and that my intentions for you are genuine and life-altering. To embrace my love is to go on a new path for yourself. My love is a love that knows no end or treachery. This love that I give is more than mere goodness. It is miraculous. It is forgiveness, and it is yours to claim. I laid down my life for you, spilling my own blood so that your sins could be forgiven, and I rose again in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. I am defined by abundant life, which is unshakable joy, and the promise that I will never disappoint you. I will touch your heart in ways that will leave you confident that I am the source of your redemption and freedom. You will experience a conviction so that you may stand in victory. Triumph so that you too can stand in victory, even if the whole significance of these occurrences remains a mystery to you. Trust that I work far beyond your imagination, because it is so powerful that it gives you the confidence to make decisions that will lead you into the life that I have designed for you. The time to take action is now, my child. Recognize the supernatural power that continues to shape your life, and open yourself up to the abundance of blessings that I have prepared for you. No one can hold you in contempt because of something that I have prepared for you. Once they realize that it is my Spirit who has been guiding you, they will soon be quiet by the proof of my work in you, which includes fruits of faith and change that speak louder than words. If someone looks to your youth or your past in order to ridicule you, they will quickly be hushed by the evidence of my work in you. Will realize that everything I have done for you is also available to them if they choose to receive the kind of love that the world frequently offers, which is riddled with limits, demands, or false promises. Many people will only pledge their hearts to you if they receive something in return, and when they are unable to do so, they may abandon you. But I tell you to not give up on yourself. You should not continue to endure this. Instead, you should bring all of your suffering to me and find healing. You should stop dwelling in despair or grief in my arms. Every wound can be healed. Every tear can be wiped away. And in the secure harbor of my presence, you will have the realization that I'm here to say something different into your life, hope, and restoration. I have seen that you are profoundly loved. I wish to hear you tell me that you love me, but even if words fail you, I know your heart. I see that you are longing to stay connected with me. I am here to speak some words that will bring you hope and restoration. Living faith is a lively, passionate, and dazzling faith that has developed over time. You have come to know me more deeply, and you have learned the importance of waiting on my timetable and believing that I will pour forth benefits at the proper moment. Even now, I am assembling a powerful faith. The company of bold individuals who are eager to live with determination and freely express my love. You are among these daring souls, selected not by coincidence, but because I take pleasure in who you are becoming. Protect your ears, my darling child, and be aware of what you allow your eyes see. Allow my word to take precedence. Immerse yourself in the Holy Spirit and allow my truth to mold your whole being. Read, listen, talk, write, and sing what I inspire in you, and do it with all your heart. You will learn how to handle the resources I have provided for you. I will set tremendous gifts in your hands, but they will need to be cared to and guarded with prudence. When I elevate you, it is not for you to revel in pride or lord power over others. If you want my favor to increase, then you must keep your hands on my blessings. You should have a humble heart. Avoid spreading rumors or slander, and never raise your hand or speak words that are intended to hurt those who appreciate you, those who give you work, or those who simply cross your path each day. Instead, you should pour yourself into your work, serve those around you, whether they are family, friends, or colleagues, and be a source of inspiration. Hope to those who are close to you. I have selected you so that you may be productive, to travel where I send you, and to bring wealth and blessing wherever you go. I talk to you as a loving friend, urging you to trust me completely. If you are looking for a transformation, if you are longing for a change in your life, I have set you apart as a warrior of faith, a person who can lift up those you love and persevere until victory is achieved time and time again. I have set you apart as someone who can submit your ways to me and walk in step with my guidance. Tell me that you will, and I will lead you into new seasons where triumph becomes your testimony. Please allow my presence to go with you from one shining triumph to another, carried by your unending thankfulness and praise. The heart of thanksgiving that you cultivate in yourself and your home is a treasure to me, my daughter, and my son, and I see the champion spirit in you, and I will shower you with numerous blessings. I did not make a mistake in selecting you. I am well aware of the reasons why I chose you, and it fills my heart with joy to see your tenacity, your faith, and your readiness to give up for the sake of what I have promised you. You give me so much. I admire the time you put aside to listen to my words and to pray. Such times are priceless, and they nurture your spirit, fill your house with calm, strengthen your heart with strength, and ensure that you will continue to be joyful and to make sensible judgments. You should constantly proceed from one victory to the next, from one blessing to the next. Yes, there will be challenges that your enemy will shrink in fear when he sees your perseverance, and even though he may come back to test your determination, you should not be scared of the difficulties that you will face in this life. Exist, but you should never forget that my love and presence are close by. I am never out of reach. If you cry out to me with steadfast trust, you will discover that I am prepared to provide you with all you want. Furthermore, before I can pour out abundance, I want you to acquire a deeper comprehension and acquire wisdom. You should not repeat the patterns of the past, in which benefits that were previously handed to you were lost due to neglect. Instead, you should maintain just the knowledge that you have received from those painful lessons, and then you should extend your hand toward the future. Move forward step by step with endurance, and do not hurry, for if you walk with me, you will be able to do anything. You have repented of your wrong roots, and I have already forgiven you. Your mistake-me's are no longer in my sight. My Holy Spirit dwells inside you, leading you gently toward a wonderful finish line. You will get a reward for your efforts. Walk in peace, fearless of the uncertainties that tomorrow will bring. I will shower you with health, joy, greater understanding, unwavering tenacity and happiness because you have trusted in me. I will bless you and your family and spread my words. I will comfort tired hearts and watch as the skies open above you. Wonderful refreshment that revitalizes your whole being. These promises are my reward to those who take pleasure in my service. I love you, and it melts my heart to see how far you have come. I behold your faith, your yearning for progress, and I cry tears of joy from my heart. Joy with you. You are not abandoned. You are on a trip, and I will soon reveal the wonders I have planned for you and those who are closest to you in due time. You will arrive at the blessing you have been looking for. You will enter into peace, and true prosperity. You are a treasure in the world. I cherish the rhythm of your heartbeat when it resonates with divine joy, filling you with heavenly gladness in these moments. I remove every ache, every sickness, and every fear that I desire. My eyes, I love your sincerity and the authenticity of your heart when you talk to me, or when you close your eyes in devotion and reflection. Oh, how I cherish the rhythm of your heartbeat, that when you hear my voice you feel deeply loved. Do not drag your feet through the day in despair. Sure, circumstances might overwhelm you. The hardships you encounter could appear unending. Nevertheless, I am here, my beloved, and I will show my love in innumerable ways. In the event that a quarrel develops, you will feel my divine compassion flowing through your soul. If grief attempts to penetrate your heart, my embrace will protect you, erasing all trace of anguish and leaving you shining with renewed joy. Your family and friends will marvel and ask you about it. In the meanwhile, those who plotted against you will depart, feeling helpless when they realize that fear no longer grips you and that they have failed in their efforts to hurt you. In fact, I wrap you with a shield of protection. Why do you shine so brightly? What is this calm that you possess? I promise you a magical shield of protection that will form a shelter around your house day and night. My angelic guard is standing by, ready to keep you safe. Believe it with all your heart, because the love that I provide is not a fabrication of your imagination. It is as real as the air. It fills your lungs with a force that is stronger and more beautiful than any miracle you could ask for. My love protects you and keeps your life alive, and there is no better prize you can get than this. Every morning when you wake up, your thankfulness gives me delight, and you entrust your life in my hands. Into my hands that you trust me with each new day, and that sincere dedication from your heart is a dazzling testimony, even if others mock you for believing in a God that you cannot see. You know better. You know that I am real, and you are convinced that I care for you with all of my heart. With steadfast faith, you stand solid, living as a child of the one who called the cosmos into existence. Let your face glow with the confidence that comes from knowing who you belong to. Let your eyes glitter with delight. For I call you daughter, I call you son, and I call you anything you choose to be. That identity will never be torn away. Your steadfastness and deep thanks astonish me. You have a wonderful soul that comes close to me every morning, waiting for my voice before the sun even reaches the sky. Keep showing up. My child, your devotion in seeking me warms my heart. More than you can possibly understand, you are deserving of my love, and you will always be silenced. The haunting doubt that attempts to persuade you differently gets rid of your mind of concerns that insist you cannot possibly be good enough. Rejoice each and every day, safe in the knowledge that my love is yours to keep. Even if you stumble or make errors, I stay firm. My greatest delight is redeeming and guiding you, not rejecting you or sending you away. Your love alone has the ability to change your life. Your life can be transformed by my love alone. I come to deliver and purify you, to make you a living witness of mercy. This is why I am constantly near you, showing you the best route, encouraging you to walk in righteousness, and equipping you with virtue that reflects my character. I come to make you a living testimony of mercy. You should be filled with knowledge so that you do not repeat the mistakes that you have made in the past. Remember that I will never withhold my love from you. My commitment is to rejuvenate your life, bestow health and wealth, and be by your side so that you may enjoy many breakthroughs. I have reminded you of this on several occasions. I will continue to remind you of how precious you are to me, particularly when you make the decision to love and obey me with all of your heart. The more you walk with me, the more blessings I will shower upon you. Take my hand and allow me to pull you out of the pit where life's trials may have cast you. Now is the time for you to break free from the prolonged suffering that you have been experiencing. I am offering you a new way to forsake the roads of agony that formerly held you prisoner. This new route is filled with my kindness, serenity, and unstoppable power. I am also offering you the opportunity to let go of any old feelings of guilt or shame and allow your heart to be drenched by my adoration. I am pardoning you. You are being welcomed into a new life and rescued at this very moment, and it is essential that you recognize that you are worthy of my love, deserving of the benefits that I bestow upon you, and worthy of the abundant joy that I lay before you. You are my beloved child, and you are meant to live with wisdom, clarity, and divine provision, even in the midst of your fiercest battles. When you face insufficiency, when critics attempt to tear you down, know that I am right. Do not second-guess whether you truly deserve a life of light and abundance. Yes, you are my beloved child. I will supply you with everything you need. Do not be afraid. Your life and the lives of those you care about are secure in my hands. I will offer you the purest form of love. Will you accept it? I will hear your heart's gently yes, and I will accept it with joy. I want for you to learn how to. Lean upon me to rest in my arms. The way a young child nestles close to a caring parent, I have cleansed your heart so that you can approach me with simple, earnest faith, the kind of trust that children possess. I came to you as a friend who listens patiently, and I will never vanish or forsake you, even if you find yourself in a vulnerable situation. I have put my spirit in you, erased your shame, and crowned you. I have placed my spirit in you at times when you are lonely and unclear of where I am. I have promised that I would never leave you. I know that my words are real. I do not lie or alter my mind dependent on the circumstances. With triumph, because I love you, there is an accuser who torments you by reminding you of yesterday's failings and tries to drown you in humiliation. Do not give him any ground, because you are not the same person you were before I have regenerated your life, and it is essential that you do it. Hope you see yourself through my eyes. Even if it's only a peek, I see so much beauty and potential in you that if you caught even a portion of it, you would be speechless. One day you will look back at the route you have taken, reminiscing the things you have accomplished along the way, the times when you were on the verge of giving up, but your faith won out, and you continued to move forward. I am amazed at the growth you are displaying right now, even though I still treat you with the love of a parent. You will always be my cherished child, so do not be afraid. I am here to give you strength. If you genuinely want to live eternally as a prince or princess in my kingdom, you must maintain your spirit modest, transparent, and unspoiled. Continue to carry purity in your heart. Be thankful, and trust me without question. I am the one who stands by you and provides you with unshakable support. You will never be alone, because my tenderness, affection, and love will always encircle you, because you hold an irreplaceable position on this planet. I will dress you with dignity and royal authority for as long as you live on this planet. My angels will be by your side to ensure that you are protected. In spite of this, there are times when I see you waking up with a sense of melancholy that you are unable to identify. It sneaks into your head without your permission, and you begin to wonder if your feelings are trying to warn you about anything. There is a heaviness that you feel, and it is the sound of my spirit softly stirring your soul, and calling your name. When it appears as if you are drifting, when you get so concerned with other things that you lose sight of me, I use that gentle sadness to bring you back. Do not stay caught in emptiness, since emptiness is a signal that you are leaving me behind. If you continue to push me away, uncertainty will overpower you in times of struggle, and you run the danger of forgetting that I have never left you. Your spirit is dry and in need of my live water, which is water that heals, repairs, and revitalizes your innermost being. I do not lie, and I do not mislead. My deeds throughout eternity reveal the incomprehensible depth of my love for you, and words alone cannot quantify that love. You could start to accept the falsehood that I have punished you or abandoned you, but that is too far from the truth. Understand this fully. I do not lie, and I do not deceive. When I tell you that I adore you, it is beyond the capabilities of human language. Draw near to me, and I will satisfy your soul with divine sweetness. I will immerse you in my love to such an extent that tears of gratitude will stream from your eyes. These tears will not be tears of sorrow, but tears of overwhelming joy that will pour out of your eyes. A heart that has been awakened to my love at such times, and if other people question your tears, you may address them in an honest manner. I am feeling the tremendous affection of my Heavenly Father, who speaks a heavenly language of compassion that resonates deep within me. Receive these words, my child. I see how many weights you carry on your back, anxieties, concerns, and regrets, and I have come to remove them. Will you allow me do so? Do not let me do so. My grief has fled. My Father has demolished my despair and gave me a newfound life. I will keep my promises. I will actually alter your life from the inside out. My power is boundless, and my heart is huge enough to manage all of your shortcomings. I understand you completely. I will not conceal your anguish anymore. I will teach you to relax in the arms of the one who loves you without condition. I will maintain my promises. I want you to experience my compassion without judgment, from your joys to your secret scars. I know that your soul is broken, and it has become difficult for you to trust or believe in the purity of love. Too many people have claimed to love you, but they have just sought their own advantage. You have come to the conclusion that love is worthless. Nothing more than an illusion or a game that people play. But I speak to you now, the love that I provide is genuine. I want to cure you. Maybe you believe that you do not want my aid since you do not consider yourself to be sick. But if you could see with your own eyes, I would be able to bring you back to health. Spiritualize the damage in your soul. You would realize how deep those wounds run, and you would finally know that this is not your fault. You are not inherently cold or mean-spirited. You are simply in pain. You have endured so much that you have grown accustomed to the torment resting on your shoulders day after day. You drag yourself through it for hours on end. You drag yourself through it. Yourself forward. You are hardly aware of all the gifts, blessings, and opportunities that I have aligned for you. Negativity has overtaken your perspective. You claim that you were born with a short temper or with a tendency for anger. But that is not your true personality. Look in the mirror. Remember the times you smiled with all of your heart, or the tears that rolled down your cheeks for a loved one who has passed away. This demonstrates that you have an extraordinary capacity for love. Look at the mirror once again and examine the face that is mirrored there. You are a magnificent creature. You do know how to love. You just do not want to take the chance of being hurt again. I will surround you with such an outpouring of genuine love that it will be impossible for you to forget it. These are not empty words. This is your confirmation that you require my unflinching kindness, and there is someone else in your life who requires it as well. Encourage both of you to give your hearts over to me and allow the healing process start now. Share these reassuring truths with each other because as they reverberate inside you, they inscribe themselves onto your spirit rewriting the tale of your soul. Yes, I love you. When you spend a few moments each day in prayer, quietness, and reflection, I see how it calms you down. I will continue to bless you and infuse you with my might so that you can fully recover from the afflictions that have been weighing you down for a long time. I will raise you up. I will continue to bless you. I will continue to infuse you with my might. I am offering you a new perspective and allowing you to entrust the needs of your family in my hands. Those apparently little intervals, whether they be minutes or seconds, are priceless seeds of faith. I value them more than you can ever understand, and I pledge to convert them into abundant harvests of goodness when the opportunities present themselves. I encourage you, you will not collapse. When I support you, you will stay standing. It is perfectly appropriate that you depend on me on a daily basis. I am not offended by your pleadings. Rather, I am thrilled by your readiness to share even your concerns and failures with me. There is no temptation or dishonesty in your communication with me. Confession will never be able to turn my heart away from you as your creator. I have seen from the beginning every scenario that you would face. I'm aware of everything about you, and yet I chose to love you without any reservations. You have asked me why I have faced so many difficulties. My response is to show you the victories you have achieved in spite of everything that has happened to you. I molded you to be one of a kind, so that you would not blindly follow the crowd. This special calling has occasionally resulted in rejection from certain individuals who were intimidated by the favor I have bestowed upon you and disliked you for no apparent reason. You now understand that they were wrong. They were responding to the spark of destiny that they detected inside you, but you should be at ease since I picked you for a purpose that was set before the formation of the world. You are not an accident. Many people attempted to convince you that you were not worthy of success or joy, but your time of triumph and restoration is here. You are my beloved daughter, my beloved son, and it is time to let go of all grudges, regrets, and impulses to seek acceptance from everyone else. Here, your foes will get tired and realize that you are shielded by my presence. It is time to let go of all of these things. I will never renounce your right to my devotion. Because I love you beyond understanding, I will always be with you. I will never reverse my commitment, simply because I have cleaned your heart and made it mine. I will never revoke your right to my everlasting love, because I have converted your heart. This week, stand up with fresh confidence and respond to the needs of your family. Work tirelessly and go forward. Accept this gift of grace. Talk to me from the depths of your heart. Confess your faith in my unchanging devotion. And yes, I love you, my beautiful one. Through each and every open door, you will do your part, and I will do mine behind the scenes. I will organize people, places, and events in your favor, even as you listen to me. My spirit will invigorate your faith, assuring that your victory is already secured in the spiritual world, and it will soon appear in the physical realm. However, I would want to encourage you to continue believing, not just in me, but also in yourself. Many people have insulted you, called you names that are painful, or belittled you at times. Even relatives have mistreated you. But I want you to take a moment to realize how envy is not only a reaction to these things. Disdain is the driving force behind some of their statements. They sense a glimmer in you, a divine light, and they do not know how to deal with it. They refuse to harbor any resentment or ideas of revenge. And if you come into unanticipated difficulties, you should continue to work. You should let your thoughts rest in prayer for those who are trying to discourage you. Their primary goal is to destroy your hope, to derail your determination, and to persuade you to give up the progress you have made. However, I have placed an angelic army on your side to fight against the forces that are trying to discourage you, drag you down. Continue moving forward, my child. Do not drop your sight or shrink in shame. My presence is with you, and no evil can prevail over my barrier of protection. No one can uproot the plans I have planted in your life, Seek me in the morning. Scream out for me to come to you to help you. To me at night, and to walk each day with confidence, I will watch over you while you slumber, and I will join you when you rise again in this very season. I have chosen to bless you and your household abundantly. All I ask is that you remain steadfast on my promises. You have a choice to continue moving ahead. You have the ability to keep going forward, believing in my word or going back to the old patterns from which I rescued you. But I know you very well, and I am assured of your decision. You will continue to be steady, and you will embrace my assurance that your breakthrough is close at hand when you make the choice. Need me here. I am waiting to lead you to prove my unwavering friendship. I will continue to show you both via miraculous interventions and soft whispers that my love is genuine. I have always been your true companion, walking with you in joyful moments and in gloomy valleys. I have always been there for you. In the same way, you should not be afraid of the challenges that you are facing today. I, your God, will come to remind you faithfully that I am right alongside you. I will hold you in my hands and strengthen you when you are feeling fatigued and seeking for solutions. When panic attempts to claim you, my words will provide you serenity when you are so desperate. Tries to take control of your soul. The sound of my voice restores hope. You are never alone. I feel every anguish in your heart. Have bravery, never give up. Shut your eyes, let quiet wrap you, and take a deep inhale to better understand my presence. I will not forsake you, even if you briefly ignore me or allow your faith to waver. Even though you may not be able to see the solutions to your problems, you should continue to wait on me, because I am already working to solve them. Remember to be patient, my child, and have confidence that I will not let you down. Your heart to me. Do not forget that I love you, and that with me by your side, life takes on new meaning in your life. Allow me to shape your future in order to fill you with heavenly joy, and watch as your perspective shifts, your emotions become more stable, and your life radiates a new blessedness. Know that you are naturally strong and brave enough to face obstacles and claim success. I intended your personal development to occasionally accompany adversity, and I planned knowledge to often follow periods of sorrow. Outlook. You are inherently strong and courageous enough to face challenges and claim victory. Please take my hand and give everything to me. I will elevate you higher than any mountain of difficulty. Stay in peace and hang on to patience and trust. I have chosen you to triumph, and with me, you will exceed any obstacle. Here is the good news. Your tribulations are getting closer and closer to being done. Barrier inside you is the strength to topple mountains and walk fearlessly across rushing waters without fear of the raging storms. You will defy the odds. My grace is sufficient, and my love fills you continually every second of every day, granted you new vigor to surpass any obstacles that stand in your way. Obstructions? I want every fiber of your being to take in these words. You are treasured, you matter, and there is a divine cause for your existence. Allow this to sink deep into your soul, reviving any hope that has been dulled, and awakening a confidence that you may have forgotten about today. I continue to speak into your spirit. Now, open your heart wide, because I want to broaden your awareness of who I am and what I want for you, so that you may feel the fullness of my presence, the wellspring of my love, and the certainty that you are destined for wonderful things that are beyond what you presently perceive. I want you to know that I want you to experience all of these things. This is not the kind of love that I give. My love does not teeter on your performance or slip away when your behavior fails to meet human expectations. Rather, my love is unwavering and unwaveringly committed to you. Many souls go through life feeling unloved or only partially loved, as if genuine affection is a fragile gift that can be taken away at any moment. Emanating from the depths of my own nature, I do not choose to love you more when you do great things, nor do I love you less when you make errors. My commitment is steadfast, and I want you to be able to let your soul exhale its anxieties and uncertainties while breathing in the truth of my compassion that never changes. I know how the unexpected knocks of life may drain your enthusiasm, and how negative voices from the past attempt to persuade you that you will never be anything remarkable. However, darling child, if only you could see the brilliance that I see in you, I would be able to see that I fashioned you with careful thought, weaving into your personality. When you choose compassion over bitterness and hope over despair, I'm thrilled with joy. There are times when your patience runs thin or you feel uncertain about which road to pick in those moments. I watch you develop, and I am pleased with delight each time you choose hope over despair. I want you to understand that I'm not reprimanding you for the fact that you need assistance. Rather, I'm standing ready to lead you through each question and worry. Lean on me. Lean on my knowledge, my perspective, and my reassuring words. I want you to recognize that I am not nagging you for requiring assistance. Occasionally, I may communicate by a gentle nudge in your heart, a timely piece of advice from someone who loves you, or a sudden insight that aligns with the reality of my words. Other times, I may speak through a sudden insight that corresponds with the truth of my words, and I will light the road. Despite the fact that the conditions continue to be tumultuous, I guarantee that I will never abandon you to fumble about in the dark by yourself. You may be wondering whether or not it is possible for me to put my faith in promises that I cannot keep. See, my response to you is straightforward. If you take a look back at your life, you will see that I have been leading you throughout it all. Even when you were experiencing heartache or disappointment, I was there silently supporting you and directing your steps toward something greater. I never meant for those challenges to break you. Instead, I used them to expose your resiliency and to develop your faith through the fissures in your heart. My love has seeped into the shining light where fear previously reigned, and it has comforted wounds that only divine kindness can cure. Yes, the scars you wear have a narrative to tell. Be proud of the battles you have previously fought, and depend on me for every new struggle it is. Your greatest days are not behind you, but ahead, waiting for you to embrace them with a heart that has been made bold by my love. They testify that you are an overcomer, and that you have not been crushed by the weight of adversity. My heart is unshakable ground, and when you experience the pain of betrayal from people who profess to love you, remember that my love is different. It is not hollow or empty. I am your presence, and no matter how chaotic the outside world may become, you can always stay anchored in me. A manipulative person, I do not withhold my love or acceptance as a form of control. I do not throw away my children when they trip over or utter harsh words. On the contrary, I gently bring them back to their feet, restore their bravery, and remind them that their individuality is an important part of who they are. I will not punish you or humiliate you more. Rather, I will clothe you in newfound dignity and teach you how to walk straight in freedom once again. I do not forget a single tear that you shed. I am safe in me. So if regret or shame attempts to take root, bring it to me. I will not chastise you or shame you further. You may feel that certain dreams are too far gone, that precious seasons of your life were wasted, or that you have shed your heart's every longing. In moments of silent anguish, when your voice strains to articulate your inner aches, my spirit intercedes, carrying your groans to the highest heavens. I am aware of every longing that you have shed. Despite the fact that you may not fully comprehend the extent of trust that I am able to create, I want you to recognize that I am the one who can restore even the years that seem to have been lost. I am able to open doors that no human being can shut. Beautiful outcomes out of shattered pieces release the impulse to figure out every detail. Instead, let me handle the complexities that are far beyond your control. Embrace the simplicity of a child's trust, remembering that I have championed you from the very start. I see your potential, your tenderness, your capacity to. I notice your love for the truth, your curiosity, and the quiet characteristics that you sometimes overlook. Allow me to cultivate those traits and help them bloom until your life shines like a light of love to others around you. You will become a living testament that love reigns supreme. Allow me to talk to your anxieties about the future. How many times have you lost sleep rehearsing the worst-case scenario? My love has the power to change even the most challenging hearts. It can bring the most worn-out souls back to life. It can offer meaning when it appeared like there was no reason at all. Situations or taking on the worries of those around you, my child. Your future is safe in me, and there is no plot that has been devised against you that will be successful. Do not let the turmoil that you witness in the world, or the brutality that people inflict on one another, discourage you. You are under my protection. Have angels assigned to watch over you and your loved ones in order to build an invisible shield that wards off the plots of darkness. You may observe catastrophes and wonder, what if it happens to me? But do not allow the shadows to blind you to my omnipresence. I am the one who governs the cosmos, and my care reaches to every corner of the world. Your life, your career, your home, your friendships, and everywhere else you go. Be careful of my presence because I am there guiding and watching over you. Approach each day with anticipation, for today my Father may open a new door of opportunity for you. Blessed. Yes, such an attitude makes me happy because it displays that you genuinely believe in my boundless kindness. It also shows that you are resistant to pessimism, which whispers that you must do things on your own or that you must be guarded at all times, never putting your faith before me. You may occasionally question whether your efforts to do good, to love others, or to hold on to morality even make a difference. You may see injustices around you, and you may wonder if your small acts can make a difference. I will show you how to walk boldly, grounded in the knowledge that I am the source of boundless love. I am your constant companion. Make any difference at all, but hear me. You are not asked to single-handedly fix a damaged world. You are called to be a conduit of my love inside it when you exhibit compassion, pardon a wrong, or aid someone in need you reflect me into. You become an instrument through which I can work wonders, even if you cannot see immediate results. Trust that every seed of love planted by faith will eventually bear fruit. Yes, you still have a lot to learn, and I take great pleasure in teaching you. I'm not just an instructor who is passing out stern lessons. I am a teacher who is teaching you. A compassionate mentor who is invested in your development and rejoices in your success. You may anticipate that I will unveil further levels of truth as you continue to seek me out. Be prepared for spiritual revelations that will pierce your heart with clarity, and do not be afraid of correction since it is a sign of my genuine commitment to you. Engagement in your life. When I gently encourage you to quit harmful habits or affiliations that damage you, it is because I understand the wider picture and want nothing but the best for you. Trust my counsel even if it seems uncomfortable at first, since I am looking out for your best interests. Remember that your life is valuable, not only for your own sake, but also for the people around you as well. Sometimes you forget the influence you have, the words of encouragement you speak, the acts of service you provide, and the warmth you radiate. Each of these things has the potential to awaken hope in someone else, so do not forget that your life is valuable. When I claim that I can use even the tiniest gestures to create enormous changes in hearts, trust me when I say that I can use them. If you let my words to continue to enter your consciousness, you will witness how readily your life becomes a channel. Hold yourself back with notions of insignificance. Through the grace of God, you are more than a conqueror, my precious child. You are free to follow the goals and visions that I have put inside your heart. Nurture them, speak them forth, and act upon them, believing that I take pleasure in your endeavors, even if you fail. I am the one who will provide you with the power and resources to dream big, love big, and serve large because I am the one who is there to pull you up. My presence in your life means that you do not have to worry about being judged. In fact, my grace will cover you. Continue to go ahead without feeling ashamed. I know that there are days when you wake up feeling as if an unseen weight is bearing down on you. Thoughts are churning, and your soul is being dragged into a pit of gloom. When you wake up feeling this way, I want you to direct your thoughts toward me, call my name, and ask my calm to flood your mind. Mind you do not have to carry heaviness alone or fight shadows in your own strength. I offer you serenity that the world cannot replicate, the kind of peace that descends like a shield over your heart, standing guard against torment and confusion. Let me remind you how precious you are once more. I say you are beloved. The realities that you are desired and chosen do not go away or diminish with time. Allow them to serve as the foundation of your identity. Walk with your head held high, not in arrogance, but in confidence that you are in possession of these truths. Do not allow yourself to get resentful when others criticize or reject you because you belong to me. Instead of poisoning your spirit, remember who has deemed you worthy. If I have considered you worthy. There is no earthly voice that can overtly return that verdict. You continue to be imprinted in the palm of my hand, safe and sound. It is my unwavering vow that you should not evaluate your life by comparing it to the lives of others. Every one of my children has a one-of-a-kind journey that is molded by diverse talents, callings, and lessons. Keep your focus on the path that I have laid out for you, and have faith that I will guide you when you need it. Discover victory, rejoice, and share your story with others to encourage them whenever you come across it. Rejoice with those who have become successful, knowing that there is no want in my kingdom. I have an abundance that cannot be compared to anything else. Encourages feelings of pride or envy, neither of which is beneficial to your spirit. Commit your intentions to me in prayer. I will offer your requests with honesty, regardless of how big or how tiny they may be. Are you interested in the specifics of your life, such as your biggest aspirations? Do you want to have a secure employment, a healthy physique, and a happy personality? As a result of our rebuilt connection, you should not feel embarrassed to ask me for these benefits. As a parent, I take great pleasure in satisfying your requirements and preferences in accordance with what is ultimately beneficial for you part of the time. The solution arrives quickly at times, but there are other instances when it takes longer to learn patience. In each and every situation, you may put your faith in my flawless understanding. I want you to have a life that is marked by appreciation. Being appreciative is a powerful posture because it keeps your heart open and your feelings open. Your thoughts are clear, and your eyes are open to the gifts that are all around you on a regular basis. Possessing an attitude of gratitude helps you protect your soul from being affected by negative thoughts and feelings. Gratitude cultivates humility by acknowledging that every wonderful thing you have is a result of thanksgiving. It is a manifestation of my affection for you. It also inspires generosity and encourages you to give. You to share with others from the abundance of what I have given you. Do you know that I sing over you with my voice? A joyous celebration of your being in the realm of heaven. I honor your establishment. Delights in the fact that even a single heart is drawn to me, and that your heart has already turned toward me, yearning for more of me at this moment. Brings me a great deal of joy, and I can see my kids standing with outstretched arms and rejoicing. Arms that are pushing you to continue looking, to continue developing, and to continue embracing This is the abundant life that I have prepared for you, and even if you cannot see it with your own eyes, I can promise you that it is true. You are loved. Really, that every single person in heaven is cheering for you, and if you listen carefully, you will feel it. Particularly at the most difficult times in your life, when you are confronted with either rejection or... I use this opportunity to tell you that you are lucky when other people misunderstand you. or look down on you because of your. I stand by your side, assuring that the light of your faith will not be extinguished by scorn. By leaning into me, you understand that what seems to be hardship is really a blessing in disguise. Should not be scared by the noise, because it has the potential to become a catalyst for even greater testimonies. Because of the world's never-ending demands, constantly changing morals, and never-ending conflicts, regardless matter what happens, I will always be the same person. I will always be steady and safe. Establish a solid foundation under your feet and let the cultural storms to rage, even if when they come up against you, they will not be able to bring down the stronghold of my love. Rest in that reality that cannot be questioned. You should continue to have faith in the notion that the same person who is responsible for the motion of galaxies is also responsible for. I am aware that there are feelings of anxiety and nightmares that you have not yet expressed. It's possible that you have been hesitant to bring them to me out of concern that I would reject them, or that I will severely condemn you. Let's put that fear aside and have an honest conversation without any pretense. I am not intimidated by. I approach you with the earnestness of a kid when you approach me with your inquiries or resentment of your uncertainties, believing that my heart would be with you. You are nice, even if I advise you in a different way than you anticipated. It is because I look beyond the current situation. Outside the confines of time, I see the way that will finally bring your life's goals to fruition. I have a purpose, and I want to guide you in a secure manner toward it, my child. Please hear me. You are loved. Do not let your heart become insensitive or callous to that fact when the days are boring or when you are experiencing feelings of love that will endure forever. Your daily activities or your body's exhaustion are a reflection of my never-ending support. Feelings of attachment. Allow it to serve as a haven for your soul and a source of recharged energy. You are not capable of being separated from this love by anything, not your history, not your faults, not your shortcomings. When there are whispers of judgment, let me to be your shield, and my grace will cover you. Trust me to be your guide, despite your shortcomings, for my Spirit gives you the ability to walk in righteousness. You have strength where you feel weak, knowledge when you feel uncertain, and stability where you feel uncertain. Every morning, dear one, when you wake up feeling disturbed, remember that you have a Heavenly Father who is watching over you. If grief is trying to hold you down, I will be cheering you on and encouraging you to breathe my name. If you are paralyzed by dread of the future, leave your regrets from the past at my feet. They threaten to keep you from living in the now. Keep in mind that I am the one who has all of your tomorrows in my hands. I have everything you need. Even more than that, you have someone who loves you and would go to any lengths to be by your side. In fact, I would go to any lengths to be by your side. Abyss of eternity, to guarantee that you might be mine once and for all time. Always keep in mind that you are priceless. Rather than looking to the views of people who do not appreciate you, you should turn to me, since I am the one. Gently raise your head and gaze at the horizon of the person who proclaims you to be valuable. Options that I have outlined and moving ahead, and whenever you find yourself in a bind, grasp for them. Your hand is always extended to me, and I am always ready to grab you and help you get back on your feet, and to direct you in the right direction in the event that you are misunderstood or laughed at. Seek shelter. Under the unwavering glare of my eyes, if you are forced to stand alone in your beliefs, know that I am standing with you. There is nothing else that can compare to the confidence and feeling of belonging that my love provides for you. Allow this day to serve as a turning point in which you make the decision that no amount of sadness will be able to dampen your spirit because you belong to me. Lord of Hope, where you make the conscious decision to not linger on the negative that is all around you, but rather to concentrate on the truth that is constant. My word, in which you make a solemn commitment to allow my love to be the guiding force in your life, rather than the ideas of man that are prone to change. Move forth out of faith, accepting that my single breath is a gift from my hand, and every gift is a chance to honor me. I am grateful for every gift. I am grateful for your dedication, each prayer that you say, and each moment that you take a moment to appreciate. You will find that my presence keeps coming back to that peaceful spot in your heart where you meet with. It may be the first thing in the morning, the stillness of the night, or the middle of the night for me. I would like to welcome you to join me in the middle of your regular activities. You should allow my words to wash over your worries and replace them with optimism whenever you think about it. If you are feeling powerless or disheartened to pray, you may just take comfort in the idea that my Spirit is praying for you, regardless of how big you are, whose names are recognized in heaven as the days go by. Keep an eye out for signs that my hand is at work. I am continually weaving strands of kindness throughout your life, so pay attention to the minor mercies and the major breakthroughs that your life has experienced. Establishing a track record of salvation and purpose, exercise patience when you do not see results. Quickly see the result you want. My timing is impeccable. I am aware of exactly what you are looking for. When to uncover connections, when to bring about breakthroughs, when to open doors, and when to choreograph events for your own benefit. I just ask that you hold to faith and allow your heart to stay, since it will be to your advantage. Responsive to my directions. Maintain your composure in the face of challenges, and keep in mind that I have. You are under my royal authority, thus you must triumph over any power that is working against you. With a profound sigh of relief, care rests in the knowledge that there is no power in heaven or on earth that can replace it. If you are experiencing financial difficulties, there is no darkness that can extinguish the light that I have set inside you. It is stronger than my love. Trust me if there is conflict in your relationships, and bring it to me if your health is deteriorating. Cling to me, because I am a God of restoration who is able to restore hope to the most hopeless of situations. In locations where others perceive impossible, I see promise for growth and development. Roar. Anytime you hear anything that condemns you, let my voice ring louder to remind you of miracles. You are my cherished child, and I take much pleasure in you. Do not be afraid to hide in the shadows of. Take a courageous step into the light of my acceptance, shame, and let my grace to support you as you do so. You are frail. Use my advice to guide you when choices are looming. I do not anticipate you to make them. I would want to be closely engaged in your path so that you may manage life on your own. Even if you don't remember, my darling, you are leading you through every twist and turn along the path. If you do not take anything else away from these words, let this be engraved on your whole being. I love you. There is nothing you could possibly do to deserve an endless, indestructible, and limitless love, and there is nothing you could possibly do to earn it. You have the ability to do that, which would cause me to abandon you. You are secure in my arms. Accept that. Walk in that freedom with assurance, and let my love to serve as your identity and your foundation. In addition to your solace, the whole world may change, but my commitment to you remains the same. I see you in every way, down to your faults, your dreams, your peculiarities, your laughs, and everything else. Silent cries, and despite the fact that I know you as well as I do, I continue to be unwavering. Devoted to you. Your life is a treasure to me, and every second that goes by is an opportunity for me to. This is a chance for me to demonstrate to you how much I value you and how much I appreciate you. You are mine now, my heart, my darling one, and you are welcome to enjoy my embrace without any reservations. Amen. Forever, and I promise that I will never let you go.